Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Guardian's Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is number 32 in the series. It's being published on Saturday the 9th of November 2024. It's been set by Fed, who I can't remember doing a Fed puzzle before on the Quick Cryptic series. I don't do the main puzzle very often, so I'm not sure their cluing style. One of the things you'll learn with different sets is they have different styles and you get used to them. The special instructions today tell us there are 4 types of clue. We've got anagrams, hidden words, so those are good because they give us the letters. Charades, which is where you take 2 or even 3 words to make another word, the answer. And then sound likes, which I know people struggle with sound likes, so I'm going to go through very carefully how to try and get the correct definition, which is the answer. So I don't think there's anything more to me say other than, because it's a series of puzzles aimed at beginners, I go through them, my clues very slowly, and tell you my thoughts as I see them. So here we go, one across. Adventurous, so vacation in part of Canada. So my thought is, so vacation doesn't sound like anything. I know it makes me think there might be a hidden word in there, but we're looking for a 4 and a 6. I can't think there's a hidden word in there. Adventurous might be an anagram indicator. What's vacation is? Vacation itself is 10 letters, and we're looking for a 10-letter thing. Part of Canada. So let's think about definition. Part of Canada. What have we got? We've got my brain's totally gone. British Columbia, Quebec, Ontario. I don't know. Thing to do is just to move on to the next clue and try and get some stuff on the board. 20% off means we're probably going to lose a fifth of a 5-letter word. We've got a 5-letter word. If these bits go missing, 20% could be a fifth, and we've got a 5-letter word, and there's a hidden word, fifth. So bits go missing is our hidden word indicator there. Gosh, that's a little bit tough. Compared to some of the quicks we've been doing. Different is probably the thing to say. Held could be a hidden word indicator by general, on guard, throughout. Got a 5-letter word. I'm thinking along now. Throughout could also be. Throughout is along, all along. I think. Golly, along. I think that's a hidden word. Along. I'm not convinced at this moment. Has snow melted? Melted seems like an anagram indicator. Snow is 4 letters. Has his owns. I think we saw had as owns last week. I'm not sure what owned. Fashion. Okay, so fashion makes me think of, rather than just, it could be in or hip, but it could also be to model, to make something. You're fashioning a dress or something. I don't know. Models, rarely. 6-letter word. Models is 6 letters. Rarely is 6 letters. Models makes me think, well, models sits, rarely. Again, nothing is jumping off the page about that question, so it's better just to move on to the next one, because if you look at this, we've now started to get some letters towards these 2 clues. Required makes me think need. What a masseur did in broadcast. So sound like broadcast. So we've got broadcast indicate. Broadcast is the sound like indicator. Got the masseur next to it. So a masseur needs, like that, and that's next to the broadcast indicator. Broadcast, the sound like indicator. So therefore we need to then change it to required. So required. Actually, sorry, I've got the wrong tense, but it's needed. Yeah. So the way to look at this is got the indicator, the thing next to it is the definition, and then that turns into the answer. Sign, some is a hidden word indicator. Need, nurses. I can't see a hidden word in there. We've got EEDN, EDNU, DNU. Not going to be a hidden word. Sign makes me think signs of the zodiac. Off the top of my head, I can't think of a 4-letter one. Not what else is going on in that clue that I can think of. Nurses, tens, but so there might be an S on the end. Tens. I'm going to move on. Next, race contains more. So contains hidden word indicator. Could be trace. More, more is there's a trace of this, or could even be extra. Ah, so there, there's an interesting one. I didn't feel entirely comfortable with trace, partly because it just went T and finished off the word race, but also it doesn't really fit the definition of more. But more is definitely extra. Smashing goals for City. I don't think Alpha Inga Haaland fits in there. Smashing goals. Smashing must be an anagram indicator. We've got a 5-letter word. We're looking at goals as 5-letter. So a city would be Lagos, which I believe is the capital of Nigeria. Clears the way and spits a seed out. Out is a good anagram indicator. Spits a seed is 10 letters. We're looking for a 5 and a 5. So clears the way, 5 and 5, spits a seed as an anagram. I'm not sure. I think I want to get these clues that come down into it to get me some letters in place, and then maybe I've got a chance. So let's have a look at the downs. Crime of person. Now crime, you see the word crime, there's only the most likely crime is always arson or treason in crosswords. So, but we've got an F in here, so it isn't going to be that. Of person handling stolen goods. I'm looking at this, I know this is going to be offence. Of offence. So we've got of in the clue, and we've got a person handling stolen goods is offence. So I have seen that before, so it kind of went in a little bit quickly. So we've got 4-letter clue with an H in it, and pain of a revolutionary. I'm thinking ache, and yes, we've got A, and then Che Guevara comes up a lot, and I mean a lot in crosswords. Yeah, so remember Che as a revolutionary, I think, or rebel, or I don't know, those kind of things. But Che is, most popular revolutionary you'll come across. 6 letters with an A in it. Wine from criminal cartel. We've got a couple of A's in there. So we could have criminal is a good anagram indicator. Cartel's got an A and 6 letters. So I don't know if we've got an anagram of a type of wine. Which I certainly cannot think of at this moment, if it is. So again, going to move on, get another clue down. It's got 3 letters, looks like 2. On the phone, number as well. Yes, okay, so on the phone is a sound like indicator, popular one. We've got a number next to it, so we start off with the number, TWO, and then we convert it to the answer, which is 2, so as well. Disputes, turn games, unfortunately. Got 9 letters, got a G and an S. I can see a G and S in games. We've got 4 letters and 5 letters. So, unfortunately, well, either disputes or unfortunately could be the anagram indicator here, if I'm honest. I think unfortunately is more likely to, especially as this word ends in S. Or this, so disputes. What is it? Mega runts. I'm going to have to dive into the anagram helper, and there's nothing wrong with using this. I think you'd be putting it on a piece of paper if you haven't, and the Guardian provide you with it to help life a bit easier. So turn games, arguments. Oh, that was nice and simple, wasn't it? Arguments. Eccentric could be a anagram indicator. I'm looking at the thing here. I've got FONE, 9 letters to fill. Lens and 4 have got those letters in them. 9 letters in total. Type of fish, I would think that's flounders. Now the interesting thing there is obviously, FLOUNDERS. So of course fish is both plural and singular and plural for fish. So flounders, I think, is correct. Sometimes I just go into the anagram indicator, or the anagram helper, sorry, to put the words in and then shuffle them, and if they're all blank, as they are, that means I've put the right letters into it. Barrier, elderly, vandalised, sorry. Elderly, 7 letters, vandalised sounds like a very good anagram thing, but hang on, I've got a G in there, so it can't be an anagram. Elderly is aged. Aged would fit in there, so yes. If I start with aged, I'm then thinking what's vandalised? It's damaged, and dam is a barrier. This looks like it'll be omen when we come back to it. By the sound of it, so sound like, so fiddles, and then awards for bravery. Okay, so by the sound of it, it sounds like indicator. Fiddles is you're meddling. Now that would be spelled meddle, medals, and it'd be too many letters to fit in here. And then we, because it's a sound like thingy, we then convert it into the answer, which is awards for bravery, which are medals. So there you go. So in that case, it's clear which one it wants because you can't fit the fiddling version of medals in there. But that's how you break it down. You say this is the indicator, fiddles is next to it, convert that into the answer, which is not next to it. Dictator's a girl, sadly. I'm looking going, a girl is, girl is 4 letters, sadly is an anagram thingy. Is that a dictator? No. Dictator, so, dictator could be someone like Idi Amin, doesn't fit. I can't think of any idiot, any off the top of my head. Are we looking for someone who dictates like to a typist or whatever? Because I can't see what GLIR. I can't see that being hidden. So okay. Again, we've got a sound like actually. Oh, we've got an interesting sound like here because it's a lass. So dictator's being used as sound like again. A girl is a lass or alas, and then that becomes the sadly answer, alas. So finally, sweetheart's penning. Penning makes me think there's a hidden word in sweetheart's article. The 3 articles we've got. We've got A. Not going to fit a 3-letter. I mean, there's only one 3-letter article, which is the. So, and we've got a T over here. So everything points to that being the. So what do we got here? Clears the way, spits the seed out. Clears the way. Something aside. Steps aside, I think that is. I'm actually going to, because I'm not entirely sure. Just put that into the anagram helper. Double check that all the letters disappear. Spits a seed. No wonder I was not seeing that there. They've all gone. They've all been coloured. If let's say I had a wrong letter in there. Let's put an extra L in there, just to show you what happens. So, spits a seed. Shuffle it, and look, there's still the P showing. So that wouldn't. That'd say I've got the wrong anagram answer. The wrong answer. P. So steps aside. What's this? Adventurous. Okay, so vacation in part of Canada, so that I know that's Nova Scotia, looking at those letters, which must be an anagram of so vacation. Golly, hard one to start with there, if you're not up on your Canadian geography, which at 7:39 in the morning I'm certainly not. This one, criminal wine from criminal cartel. Yeah, it definitely looks like a claret. Now it's definitely an anagram. Claret. This is fashion models rarely. What have we got? That's an anagram of models, isn't it? So seldom. Okay, another hot word I wouldn't have thought of, but fair enough. Seldom is an anagram of models. So fashion is telling us to anagram that, and rarely is seldom. And I think it's finally, I'd go for omen. Omen is a sign. Oh look, there it is. Omen. So it is some is nurses. Nurses is a hidden word indicator. So there we go. There it is. All done. Let's double check that I've got everything. Yep. Didn't tell me I've got anything wrong, so that's good. That was a nice little puzzle from Sfed. I think there were a couple of clues there, or a couple of words there that Nova Scotia seldom steps aside, as you saw. I couldn't get on the anagram thingy. Wouldn't have thought of Nova Scotia first. I think fifth was quite a bit of an unusual clue, but actually, because you've got to lift and separate the 20% off, which is what the surface tells you towards. But I think that was really nice. That felt like a good puzzle, really bringing in many of the things you use a lot. Ache. What's this one? This was pain is an ache, and a revolutionary, shay the revolutionary, and getting you to realise that you need to put a in. So a charade, a shay, gives you that. that was an interesting one. Alas, so we've got a two-word sound like to get to from alas to alas, alas to alas. So yeah, good, nice puzzle. I enjoyed that. I thought it was really good. So thank you to Fed for that.